everybody to the Late Night Show with Brian. I'm your host, Brian, and today we have a very special guest speaker on today's show. Everybody give it up for Helen Keller. So Helen, I'm glad you could make it onto the show today. My name's Brian. I'm glad to have you on the show today. So a couple questions I have. One of the first being, what's your favorite Keller? No, but for real, who turned out the lights? Alright, I'm just kidding, but you know we like to have fun here on the Late Night Show with Brian. My name's Brian, so what's your favorite movie, Helen? Yeah, B-movie is a personal favorite of mine too. So Helen, the question that has been on everybody's mind, obviously, as you've entered onto my show, the Late Night Show with Brian, I'm Brian. What language do you think in? Very interesting. Of course, that's not the only question that needs answered here today. This one comes in from Sally out of Spokane, Washington. And this question says, do you turn off the lights in your house? We really are saving the economy with all that saved electricity. That's very interesting stuff. All right. This one comes in from Mexico from Senor Juan Pablo Escobar. I noticed you wrote a book, but it's only in Braille. Do you happen to have a Spanish translation for that very book? Wow, very interesting. Everybody be looking at that to come to stores near you very soon. Helen Keller's book in Braille will be coming with a Spanish translation very soon. But now, Helen, we took a poll on last week's episode, and for the most asked questions by the fans, the winner was, what is life? Okay, I said take your time, not straight up ignore me. So what I'm getting is that you're saying we currently exist in a tangent universe in which the fate of the entire universe and the world relies in the hands of a kid with a pizza on his head. Is that what I'm getting here? Oh my God, wow, you really changed the outlook on life for me. I'm gonna go home and tell my wife and kids that I love them all. All right, Helen, we like to finish up all of our interviews with a current events topic. What are your thoughts on the current status of racial discrimination in these United States of America that we currently reside in?
Well, Brian, I think it's absurd that somebody be judged by the color of their skin. And to solve the problem, I think that we should...
Alright, that's all the time we have for today's episode. This has been the Late Night Show with Brian. They call me Brian because my name is Brian. Helen Keller, everybody. This has been the Late Night Show with Brian. I'm Brian. We will see you next week on next week's episode of the Late Night Show with Brian. I'm Brian. Or maybe not.